Hello and welcome to the Kairos Academy. Have you ever wondered why there are so many DAOs in the crypto industry? And what makes them so special? Let's dive in and find out. Starting an organization with people when money is involved requires trust. How do you know you can trust someone? With DAOs, you only need to trust the transparent and verifiable code, not the individuals in the group. Due to their decentralized and transparent nature and the way they work, DAOs align with the ethos of blockchain and cryptocurrency, which aim to give power back to the users and eliminate intermediaries. Comparing DAOs to traditional organizations highlights several key differences and benefits of DAOs. Let's start by highlighting a feature that's quite unique to DAOs, trustlessness. In a DAO, trust isn't a necessity between parties or intermediaries, thanks to blockchain technology and smart contracts that automate transactions and decisions. Traditional organizations depend on trust for activities like decision-making and fund allocation, often leading to conflicts of interest and corruption. DAOs, with their trustless environment, ensure impartial and unbiased decisions, which fosters fairness and equality for all members. Moving forward, DAOs exemplify autonomy, operating independently, devoid of human intervention. Smart contracts, the core of DAOs, enforce rules and conditions autonomously, reducing human errors and biases. This creates an efficiency and effectiveness that can surpass traditional organizations. It also offers resilience against external influences and manipulations, with operations governed by programmable rules that can only be changed with member consensus. This autonomy keeps the organization focused on its core objectives while allowing for flexibility and evolution as required. Another key characteristic of DAOs is their flat structure. Unlike traditional organizations that typically follow a hierarchical pattern, DAOs adopt a fully democratized structure. Every member has an equal say in decision-making through a voting system, contrasting starkly with traditional organizations where power often lies with a select few or a central authority. Let's now move to the concept of decentralization. DAOs handle operations in a transparent and democratic manner, a stark departure from traditional organizations that rely on human handling or centralized control, increasing the risk of manipulation or errors. This approach assures every member an equal say in the organization's direction. Now, this decentralization naturally leads to another advantage of DAOs, which is transparency. DAOs encourage accountability through their transparent operations, making all activities fully accessible to the public. Traditional organizations, on the other hand, generally maintain privacy over their activities. DAOs, by utilizing blockchain technology, maintain an immutable and transparent record of all transactions and decisions, resulting in greater accountability as all members can view decision-making processes and fund utilization. Transparency and accountability tie seamlessly into the next major benefit of DAOs, which is security. Unlike traditional organizations where voting outcomes can be manipulated, DAOs use automated voting systems to ensure impartiality. This is possible due to smart contracts, self-executing agreements with coded terms that offer a level of security and automation traditional organizations cannot match. The rules and conditions of the DAO are encoded into these smart contracts, changeable only with member consensus. Security and transparency in DAOs provide a robust platform for community engagement. Unlike traditional organizations, DAOs allow members from all over the world to participate in the project, voicing opinions, and suggesting actions through decentralized governance mechanisms. This fosters a sense of ownership and engagement among the members, promoting active participation and collaboration. A community-driven organization needs flexibility, which is where DAOs truly shine. Customizable to suit specific needs, DAOs can evolve and change over time. In traditional organizations, major changes can be slow and challenging, but DAOs can implement sub-DAOs for specific needs, showing their superior adaptability. Now, let's not overlook cost efficiency when discussing DAOs benefits. DAOs' decentralized nature eliminates intermediaries and, in turn, reduces costs associated with running a traditional organization. Taking a step further, let's consider innovation. DAOs introduce new ways of organizing and coordinating human efforts, enabling the creation of novel business models and ways of value creation. Now that we've explored how DAOs innovate, we'll take a look at their interoperability. DAOs are designed to interact with other DAOs and decentralized platforms, providing new opportunities for collaboration and value creation. Finally, let's not forget the global reach of DAOs. Unlike traditional organizations that may be limited by geographic boundaries, DAOs can operate worldwide. This means a more diverse and decentralized community can participate, contributing unique perspectives and skills from all corners of the globe. Now, let's have a look at the limitations of DAOs. Let's begin by addressing the issue of security. DAOs rely on smart contracts coded with agreement terms. However, these smart contracts are only as secure as the code that is written into them. Any code errors or vulnerabilities can jeopardize the organization's security and funds. Moving from internal code issues, let's take a look at the external challenge of jurisdiction. As of now, the legal status of DAOs remains blurry in many regions due to the lack of a clear stance from regulatory authorities. This uncertainty can deter widespread adoption of DAOs. Only a select few countries have developed accommodating legal frameworks for DAOs, making them more suitable for DAO operations. Some of the most popular options for incorporating a DAO due to their clear legal frameworks include the Marshall Islands, Switzerland, the Cayman Islands, Liechtenstein, Singapore, Panama, and the British Virgin Islands. As for the U.S., only 3 states, Vermont, Wyoming, and Tennessee, recognize DAOs as legal entities. Another obstacle DAOs face is the threat of Sybil attacks, where a malicious actor creates multiple identities to gain undue influence, which is unique to DAOs due to their decentralized nature. Now, while Sybil attacks focus on the misuse of the democratic voting system, voter apathy demonstrates a lack of its use. In DAOs, this issue can become particularly pronounced. Members may not always be engaged or motivated to vote on proposals, leading to low voter turnout and, as a result, ineffective governance. This indifference could, in turn, impact the overall functioning and success of the organization. And lastly, let's talk about dependency on Ethereum. Most of the existing DAOs are built on the Ethereum blockchain. This dependency can be a limitation as it can make the DAOs vulnerable to the scalability, security, and governance issues of the Ethereum network. While DAOs offer many benefits over traditional centralized organizations, these limitations should be considered when evaluating whether a DAO is the right solution for a particular use case. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for our next video.